welcome to Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Educational Channel 15. I'm Todd Harmon alongside Ian Comack, and we are at Russell Field the night before Thanksgiving for the 128th meeting between the Falcons of Cambridge, Rindge, and Latin, and of course the Somerville Highlanders. Cambridge comes in with a record of 1-9 on the season. Somerville coming in with a winning record this year so far of 6-4. Final game of the year, big rivalry game, and a great offense for Cambridge that Somerville is going to have to figure out a way to nullify.
Yeah, very high-powered offense, Todd. Should be an exciting night. Thanksgiving always brings out maybe some new heroes you don't hear about until the big game. And we're here tonight to hopefully see that happen for Somerville.
Absolutely. Of course, many players, many seniors for Somerville playing their last football game for the Highlanders. We'll touch upon some of those as the evening goes on. But just to throw some numbers out there, we mentioned Cambridge's offense. The Cambridge Falcon offense is averaging 33.4 points so far this season. They even racked up 61 points in a loss earlier this year. But that's the problem. On the defensive side of the ball, they're allowing 43.1 points per game. So some offensive fireworks that we could see out here on this cold evening before Thanksgiving, Ian.
Yeah, luckily it cleared up, so the rain is gone, but it is a little chilly and it will get colder over the course of the game. But yeah, I'm excited to see Somerville come out here with a strong start.
No doubt about that. Hopefully they definitely will, as Somerville will get the opportunity on the offensive side of the ball first. They will be receiving the kick. Of course, a windy night, so we'll see what the ball does out there on that tee.
The fans are starting to show up, Todd. We were by ourselves up here for a while.
Yeah,
I'm a little worried, but the fans are rolling in.
Yeah, the fans are rolling in. We are in amongst the fans in the bleachers here at Russell Field.
Track for Somerville is number 11.
And we are almost ready for this game to begin. Thanksgiving tradition here, the battle for the picket fence between the Falcons and the Highlanders about to get underway.
Got Fred Caston back deep by himself.
And that ball is going to be fielded by an up man at the 25, brought out across the 32, the 34. That was Gio Pierre with the ball there.
Zach Shetterly there on the tackle. Nice open field tackle on Gio.
That's difficult to do.
Yeah, definitely.
So first down now for the Highlanders. They'll start their first possession on the 32-yard line. Senior quarterback Elijah Jeffries leading his troops out onto the field. With him, Gio Pierre at the top of the screen, far side of the field.
And we're ready for the first play, I believe.
And Jeffries hands that one off to Caston. Nice little gain there as he lunges forward for a gain of about 5 on that first play. Actually more like 4, so it's going to bring up a second down and 6. I'll be interested to see if they keep the ball on the ground a little bit to keep that offense of Cambridge off the field, Ian.
Yeah, it was very windy earlier. I was watching some of them warm up. A lot of balls were flying on Elijah a little bit. Nice
cut there by Fred as he's able to get it off tackle on the right-hand side for the first down to the 46-yard line. So a good run there by Fred Caston. We have a Cambridge player down on the field. Trying to see what number that is.
He didn't catch the number. He made the tackle, though.
Yeah, it looked like he was injured during the tackle. It's a breezy night here, as you were pointing out, Ian. Might affect the passing games of these two teams.
Yeah, I can't really tell. It's kind of one of those situations where the wind is blowing in all directions. Flag keeps moving different ways.
So they're working on getting the injured Falcon off the field.
Number 5.
Number 5, a captain on the team, Jimmy Dorelon.
I hate to see that in the senior year. I hope he can get back out there.
Absolutely. Senior running back right there.
Yeah.
So first down and 10 for the Highlanders at their own 46-yard line. First possession of the game. just underway here, Thanksgiving Eve. As Jeffries gets it, hands it off to Caston. Caston looking for something, can't find anything there. Nice penetration there by the defensive line of Cambridge.
Yeah, number 59, Reggie DeSources, I believe. Really nice penetration, got under the block and flew up that play.
Another co-captain on this this Falcons squad. Brings up 2nd and 10 now for the Highlanders. Jeffries calls out the signals, hands it off to Caston. Caston cuts it to the left, trying to find something there in the middle of the line of scrimmage. Not much there for him. Gets probably about a yard out of it, so it brings up a 3rd down and long for the Highlanders.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to be a counter play back to the left, but nothing was there, so Fred tried to come back to the right, but defensive line holding their ground for Cambridge early on here.
Far side of the field, Gio Pierre. They've got a safety over top of him. Lucas St. Jean here on the near side. Single coverage for him. As Jeffrey surveys the defense. Possible blitz coming for the Falcons.
Yeah, it looks like a Todd. Timeout, Somerville.
Somerville takes the timeout.
So if Somerville takes that timeout, reading that blitz, looked like they were just going to send everybody right up the middle on that one, Ian.
Yeah, they did not like what they saw, and then I think Elijah tried to bait him into jumping off sides.
Thank you for your support.
As the clock ticked down, they needed to burn that timeout, unfortunately, here early in the first quarter.
9:14 remaining here in the first quarter, just underway. Highlanders find themselves in a 3rd and long after getting a first down earlier in this possession.
Yeah, very probable throwing down here. Although, also be careful of Elijah possibly rolling out here, maybe running for it or throwing if the men are open.
He's got 3 receivers on the far side of the field. Single receiver Lucas St. Jean here on the near side. Double coverage on Gio up at the top. Looking over here to Lucas St. Jean. It's complete to Lucas. He's got the first down and more as he jukes his defender, cuts it back to the middle, and he's brought down across the 30 to the 29-yard line. Big first down there for the Highlanders.
Yeah, great play there by Lucas there. They were playing, we got a flag down. So.
Yep. See what that flag is.
I think I heard the ref say holding.
Yep, pointing at Somerville.
There's the flag on the play.
The question is going to be, did they get the first down previous to the holding taking place? Because that would be a spot foul.
Yeah, the flag is beyond the first down marker.
No, personal foul.
Oh.
So a cut block there.
Penalty will be assessed against Somerville.
It will be a spot foul. They're going to mark it off from the Cambridge 37-yard line and back it up 15 yards from there. So should be a first down since it took place after Lucas was able to get the first down, but back on the Somerville side of midfield now. No, it's 3rd down. So it's going to be 3rd down and about 8 for the Highlanders. So they go from a 3rd and 9, looked like they made it, and now they're back to a 3rd and 8 due to the penalty. Jeffries back to pass, blitz coming into him. That's got a screen pass there. Fred Caston has it. He has the first down, cuts it back to the middle. Another flag down on the play as he's brought down at the 30-yard line. We'll see what that flag is.
Great block by Lucas there to break him for that first down. I didn't see, again, I missed the penalty.
It's going to be a holding. This one's going to go against Somerville as well. So the holding, spot foul there. We'll see how this backs it up. Once again near midfield, this time on the Cambridge side of midfield. The 48-yard line.
Another 3rd down, I guess.
It remains 3rd down, so
track here.
3rd and 4 for the Highlanders. So they go from a 3rd and 9 to a 3rd and 8, and now a 3rd and 4. trips here on the near side for the Highlanders. Single receivers, Gio on the far side. Looking to Gio on the slant. He's got it, and he's got room, and nobody is going to catch Gio Pierre. And there's no flags this time. Touchdown for the Highlanders.
Yeah, there was no safety deep back there, Todd. I don't know where he was. But once he caught that ball, he got that right in stride, right at his face, caught it, and took off.
Really nice pass, like you pointed out, caught him right in stride as he was making that cut on the slant. Nobody back deep, and that is a big touchdown to start off this game for the Highlanders. So 2 costly penalties costing them first downs, but sets up a touchdown, 48-yard touchdown pass to Gio Pierre.
Yeah, great way for Gio to start off his last career football game here at Somerville High School. High snap.
Kick is up. And that one is good by Clem. So a 7-0 lead here for the Highlanders. 8:14 remaining here in the first quarter of play. The Highlanders strike first. We're going to see what that Cambridge offense, that prolific Cambridge offense, is all about here as the Highlanders will be kicking away to them. Great job there on that drive, not by the Highlanders, not to be frustrated by those 2 penalties that brought back first downs. They just lined it right back up, and they were able to make it happen.
Yeah, they got 2 first downs in a row. Questionable calls in a row as well, which brought up then the 3rd and 4, which they finally like, why don't we just throw this ball downfield to Gio? Throw him a nice little slant in the middle of the field and let him go to work.
So Clems will be on to kick now for the Highlanders.
Emerson Flint set the kick off for Somerville.
Highlanders strike first here in the battle for the picket fence.
I believe they had their luncheon yesterday, the captains of both teams, Todd, meeting at a local restaurant.
Clem's line drive kick. It's going to go through the end zone on a roll. Touchback.
Touchback. Cambridge will start 1st and 10 from their own 20-yard line.
Cambridge will get that one at the 20-yard line now as they will begin their first offensive possession. We touched upon how prolific their offense is. Their wide receivers, Andrew Anilis, number 15, as well as number 4, Cyrus Singh, have combined for 18 touchdowns on the season. So quite the air attack for the Falcons.
Yeah, I'll be excited to see it, Todd. Got shotgun trips right.
Trips to the far side of the field. Lone receiver here on the near side is Tariq Lacuna. And it's a delayed handoff as that one goes to Jimmy Dorelion.
Big gain there on first down, brought down by Anton Smith.
Gain of about 5, 2nd and 5.
This brings up a 2nd down and 5 here for the Falcons. Give once again to Dorelon. He bounces it back to the outside. Nice speed shown there as he's able to get to the corner on the far side and get the first down across the 30 to the 32-yard line for the Falcons.
Yeah, brought down by Mayad Joseph, but not after the first down.
1st and 10.
Mayad getting some time here early in this game. Don't really recall him playing much against last few Highlander home playoff games. Definitely not on defense.
So give once again to Dorelon. That time he is wrapped up as the Highlanders are not moving there on the far side. Great job by the left-hand side of the defensive line.
Yeah, Quincy Bocage and Marcus Thomas. They're teamed up for the tackle.
On the tackle. No gain on the play, 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons. Javon Harding, the quarterback, at the shotgun. And the give is on the right-hand side, jet sweep. Looks like the ball may have been out, but no, he did keep hold of that one.
Number 3, Augustine.
That was Amar Fernandez Ruiz with that carry.
Yeah, he made a hit on somebody, Todd. I didn't see it, but I heard it.
I certainly heard it.
I didn't see exactly who got hit there.
So 3rd down and 5 now for the Falcons again. Harding gets it in the shotgun. The handoff up the middle, nice spin move there as he breaks through a tackle for the first down. Dropped at the 46-yard line. That was Dorelon again.
Yeah, I thought we had a face mask on the way by, but apparently this must have been had his shoulder tugged at. We had a lower vantage point here, Todd. It's a little tougher to see numbers and what's going on.
First down, very quick snap. Ball's on the ground. Looks like the Highlanders might have it.
Yep.
And they do.
Anton, I believe, Todd, on the recovery.
Number 80 Smith on the recovery for Somerville.
That was Anton Smith with the recovery there for the Highlanders. Just a mistake on the exchange as they were trying to get the handoff there. So a big turnover as the Highlanders now have great field position to start their second drive of the game, starting from the Cambridge 43-yard line.
Yeah, I'm surprised there aren't actually more fumbles in the offenses that these teams run. It's very much just a read and react. Quarterback gives it to you, pulls it back sometimes. Second guess yourself, and you end up dropping the ball.
Jeffries back to pass, screen pass in the middle to Fred Caston. He's got some blocking, breaks a tackle at the 30, across to the 26-yard line as a big first down there for the Highlanders on their first play of their second possession. Lots of pressure being brought by Cambridge, but a nice game plan for the Highlanders as they are doing a good job using the screen and misdirections against that.
Yeah, big pickup there.
Jeffries gives that one off to Caston. Caston breaks one tackle. He's down to the sidelines looking to get into the end zone, and he will. Fred Caston with the big 25-yard touchdown run for the Highlanders. 13-0 Highlanders.
Well, you couldn't ask for a better start if you're somewhere here, Todd. When you start scoring touchdowns, the temperature feels a little warmer than it actually is when you're on the winning side. However, when you're losing in this situation, it feels a little colder out there. Just backbreaking for Cambridge. They had a good drive going, picking up a couple first downs.
That's true.
Just a really bad mistake there on that fumble.
And another high snap, handled well by Gio. Clems, the kick is good, so it is a 14-0 Highlander lead here with 5:42 remaining in the first quarter. And like you were pointing out, Ian, it's really, gut-wrenching for Cambridge on the fact they were moving the ball well, they were moving the ball downfield, and just that quarterback-running back exchange, quick turnover, and very, very quickly in 2 plays, the Highlanders are in the end zone.
Yeah, as we've seen, Todd, the Highlander offense is also very high-powered, able to strike at any time. When you give them good field position like that, it's very tough to keep them out of the end zone.
So the Highlanders have that 14-0 lead now. You mentioned how the chill in the air can really be effective against a team when they're trailing. Cambridge definitely feeling that right now as they are about ready to take over for their second possession of the game.
For the Falcons.
And a high kick this time by Clems. It's going to go over the head of the Falcons.
Touchback.
Through the end zone for the touchback. Another touchback for Clems, showing how much of a weapon he can be.
No, it's definitely a great weapon to have because obviously the other team can't return that for a touchdown. So anytime you can keep them from actually returning the ball, good for you. You're going to have your defense out on the field.
So Cambridge will have it 1st and 10 after the touchback from their own 20. Cambridge, not only a high-powered offense, but a very fast offense. Both offenses like to work very, very quickly, get their rhythm, and continue to move down the field if they can.
Yeah, not a very big line for Cambridge either. Again, utilizing their speed at the line positions as well.
As Harding in the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Spinning through the middle of the defense, dropped at the 25-yard line after a gain of 5, actually more of a gain of 6 there. Brings up a 2nd down and 4 for the Falcons.
Yeah, great start there for Cambridge to build some confidence.
That's Ruiz in the backfield. Play action fake there, passes incomplete off the fingertips of the intended receiver. As they were looking for a Nillis on that one.
Yes, ball sailed on him a little bit. Sometimes you see that guy open and you just want to get it to him as quick as possible. Put a little too much steam on that ball.
Brings up a 3rd down and a long 4 here for the Falcons. And they fake the jet sweep. Harding will keep it himself as he tries to get around the corner, but he's got nothing doing there as the Highlanders bring him down at the 27-yard line. Good job there, Marcus Thomas on the tackle.
Yeah, Marcus there cut through some blockers and makes a big play. Going for it on 4th down, Todd?
Yeah, it looks like they are. 4th down and 2. Falcons are going to go for it here, deep in their own territory at their own 28-yard line.
Kind of a risky call.
Got the Highlanders jumping off sides.
Yeah, I think they got Somerville there, Todd. I think you're right.
Yep. Linesman running in from the far side of the field with his hands on his hips. That'll be enough for a Falcon 1st down.
Penalty assessed against Somerville.
Yeah, it's something you just can't do in that situation. You got a 4th and 2 from the inside the 30. You just can't jump off sides in that situation.
So it's now 1st and 10 for the Falcons. Their own 33-yard line. Harding gets it out of the shotgun. Play action fake. Pass out to the right-hand side. It's complete. Immediately brought down after a gain of 7.
Number 2.
Yeah, Andrew Nevis on that catch. He's tough to bring down too, Todd. He's like he's a big kid. Looks like he also likes to hit. Tough guy to bring down.
2nd and 3 for the Falcons from the 40-yard line.
2nd and 3 now for the Falcons. Right around the part of the field where they turned the ball over last time. Handoff this time to Ruiz. He's through the line and gets the 1st down just across the 38-yard line to, or I'm sorry, 44-yard line to near the 45.
Yeah, Marcus Thomas registering another tackle on that play. Pretty active here in the 1st quarter.
Oh, they're going to actually not give them the 1st down. Oh, they did.
Oh, okay.
I didn't see them flip it. It's 1st and 10 for the Falcons. The give once again to Ruiz.
There we go.
Rodriguez on the carry.
Actually, strike.
Number 3. Augustine on
Some
the
defensive
tackle.
line has to make their presence known here, Todd. They're getting pushed around a little bit here in the 1st quarter. Despite the score.
Yeah. 2nd down and 10 now for the Falcons. Harding back to pass. Looks for the swing pass out to the right. Pass is complete, but not much there as he's immediately hit after making the catch. Gain of about 4 on the play. Brings up a 3rd down and 5 for the Falcons.
Well, judging by their last 4th down call, I'm assuming this is 2-down territory.
I would
don't get the 1st down here, so you don't necessarily have to get it here, but you want to get some positive yardage if you Cambridge.
Cambridge with trip receivers to the near side, a single receiver on the far. Harding back to pass, pump fakes. Now he's rolling away from some pressure, rolling out to the near side. Pass is complete downfield. We also have a penalty flag down. Looks like a face mask.
Yeah, I think Lucas grabbed him there by accident. I don't think it was a blatant penalty, but penalty nonetheless.
Cyrus Singh, the receiver.
When you're trying to tackle somebody, you're trying to grab anything you can. And sometimes you grab the face mask.
Well, Singh, one of those very athletic, very dangerous receivers for the Falcons. So difficult to wrap up, showed right there. They'll move the ball on down. They will be placed at the Somerville 26-yard line. 1st down and 10 for the Falcons. Somerville leading right now 14-0, 2:05 remaining in the 1st quarter of play. Harding gets it, fires it out to the left.
Oh my God.
As Tariq
Harding pass complete
Lacona
to Lacona.
gets the completion down near the 10-yard line. It's going to be, I believe, marked at the 12.
A big tackle there by Lucas St. Jean. They were one-on-one there. There's nobody behind Lucas, and he made a good tackle there.
So 1st and 10, just outside the 10-yard line for the Falcons. Harding back to pass. He's under pressure. He's trying to find some help. He's running the wrong direction. Now he rolls out to the left and gets rid of it out of bounds.
There was absolutely nobody over there. And a black jersey.
We'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Good way to avoid the rush, though. I thought for sure he was going down. Pretty elusive in the pocket.
Brings up a 2nd down now for the Falcons. Harding hands it off. Losing his footing that time was Ruiz.
On the carry.
It looks like he might be a little banged up again.
Yeah. That's Dorland.
Yeah, he definitely could have got a few more yards there. Unfortunately for him, he slipped.
So a loss of about a yard on that one brings up a 3rd down and 11 for the Falcons. Ruiz back into the game at running back. Harding back to pass. Pass is complete for the touchdown as that one went to Tariq Lacuna. As Lacuna gets that one for the touchdown.
Yeah, great pass there by Harding. Just waited for Lacuna to make a cut. He was wide open there for the touchdown.
All right, Julian! Come on, Julian!
Hit for the extra point. Number 17.
So a 13-yard touchdown pass for the Falcons. Pending the extra point, it's 14-6 right now. Highlanders leading.
Come on, Julian! Do it! Do it! Yeah!
And Julian Baxendal puts that one through for the extra point. It is 14-7, Highlanders leading now.
14, Cambridge 7.
Well, just what Cambridge needed there. They needed to raise their confidence there with a nice long drive. They got the touchdown and the extra point, so we got a ball game here.
No doubt about it. 47 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play. Highlanders leading by a touchdown.
Thank you in advance.
Right now, the difference in the game is that turnover.
Yeah, like I said, Cambridge was moving along at that time as well, so. Very big drive there. Equally important for someone to get some positive yards here.
Now Somerville, on their last time receiving a kickoff, had Fred Caston deep and had Gio Pierre as more of an up man.
Right.
And Gio actually got the ball.
Yeah.
We'll see what they do here. Is it looks like once again they're going to move Gio up as an up man, leaving Fred Caston back as the deeper man. Lucas St. Jean also back.
Interesting lineup. Kickoff formation. Oh, we got offside.
There's an offsides there.
Great kick. Might go out of bounds.
Oh, picked up just inside the 10-yard line by Caston as he dances around and avoids a lot of Falcons. He's got room down the sideline. He's got a blocker as well. So he's finally knocked out of bounds across the 42, the 45-yard line. A heck of a return there. Now, Ian, do you take the penalty and have them re-kick, or go ahead and take that return?
I think you take that return.
I would agree.
Fred feel good about himself.
That was a heck of a return by Fred.
That was a strange formation by Cambridge on the kickoff. I mean, I've seen it before, two guys coming in motion, but one guy came a little too early. Stepped right past the ball.
So Somerville with good field position here, so they'll decline that offsides penalty. They'll begin this possession at their own 45-yard line.
Again, great field possession for Somerville here in the first quarter.
39 seconds remaining in the first quarter. Somerville leading 14-7. Looks like some confusion for Cambridge as they were trying to get a man off the field, number 42.
Yeah, they had 12 men on. They were trying to run one off. They still have 12 men on there.
Called a 30-second timeout.
Okay. Now he's coming off. So both teams have burned a timeout.
So Somerville will huddle this one up.
Glad to see that fan showed up, Todd. I was a little worried there.
I was worried we'd be alone.
10 of 6. There wasn't anybody else in here except us in the stands. But
I think they were staying warm in the field house.
most likely. It sounded like maybe we should have done that too, Todd. I'm a little chilly. Gotta be honest.
Definitely a chill in the air. Jeffries gets the snap, hands it off to Caston, counters it back to the near side. Gains gains 4 on that one before he gets hit.
Yeah.
Just short of midfield at the 49-yard line.
Number 7, Xavier Moran there on another tackle. He's racking them up today.
2nd and 6 now for the Highlanders.
Confusion on defense.
The give is once again to Fred Caston. He's through the middle. He's broken 2 tackles there, and he's away down the far sideline, looking for another block. He can't find it there, but he gets out of bounds, knocked out just inside the 20 at the 19-yard line. Nice patience shown by Fred there as he allowed his blocks to line up in front of him.
Yeah, I was going to say the same thing, Todd. Somerville does a good job blocking downfield. Obviously, we have some really great athletes, but receivers do a good job of not quitting. They run with their ball carrier and try to get them into the end zone.
They do a great job. The receivers do a great job, and the running back, Fred Caston, a fantastic job showing that patience, knowing that those wide receivers are out there blocking downfield effectively for him and using that to his benefit.
Yeah. Very patient runner. It's a good point, Todd.
So that's going to do it for the first quarter of play. The Highlanders leading 14-7 will flip to the other side of the field. As we move on to the second quarter of play, the Highlanders driving here as they have it just inside the 20-yard line after a very nice run by Fred Caston.
Yeah, Somerville looking to three-peat this year, Todd. 2015, 2016, both Somerville victories. The previous 4, though, Cambridge won. So trying to get that win tonight. With the all-time series, Todd, we have Somerville with 71 wins, Cambridge 39, and there have been 18 ties in this series.
I know you were surprised when you saw when the rivalry began.
I was.
Going all the way back into the 1800s, as this one.
Great tackle.
Great open field tackling there. Nothing doing for the Highlanders, trying to get Gio Pierre loose on that one.
I believe that was Kai Davis, 42 for Cambridge, I believe, but he would not let go of Gio, which is a difficult task to complete.
Loss of about 10 on the play, so it brings up a second down, or 5, I should say, on the play. That's more than 5 lost on that one, more like 8. So second down and 18 now for the Highlanders. As Jeffries hands it off to Caston. Caston using that patience, waiting for those blocks. He's got them there as he moves downfield, almost back to the original line of scrimmage. So getting back what they lost on first down, on second down, bringing up a third down and probably about 12 to 13 now.
Yeah, big play here early in this game.
Islanders leading by a touchdown, looking to add on to that.
I did see Emerson kicking in this direction previous to the game, Todd, and he was kicking 40-yarders. Granted, there's no, snap or holder. It was out of the tee, but still, he was kicking long enough.
As Jeffries has trips receivers to the far side, Gio Pierre on the near side. Jeffries looks to his left, pass is complete. Trying to get to the first down marker. He breaks through one tackle. He's knocked out of bounds short of the first down. It looks like he gained about 9 on the play.
Yeah, Wadey Santana, number 4, I think, Todd. First time he's touched the ball tonight. We're going quick to the line for Somerville.
Very quick to the line on 4th down now. 4th down and 4 for the Highlanders. Are going to go for it here, Ian.
Bring up a 4th down.
Yeah, I think it's the right call.
Trying to keep the pressure on him. Jeffries gets away from pressure. Got single coverage in the back of the end zone, and it depends on where the feet were. They're going to say it's incomplete on the far side of the field.
Great effort there by Lucas St. Jean to try to get those toes down, but I couldn't see from our vantage point, Todd, but he's definitely out of bounds. No complaint from the Somerville sideline.
So turnover on downs there for the Highlanders. Cambridge will take over at their own, looks like 13-yard line. Big defensive stop there for the Falcons.
Yeah, that was huge. As I said, it might be in Emerson's range, but like I said, this wind, we're in a wide open area here. This wind is going every which way.
I can see the flag actually just beyond the uprights blowing kind of against what the kick would have been, as well as to towards the far side of the field. So possibly a difficult wind decision there.
Right.
It's Cambridge.
Quick pass.
Gets the quick pass out. That's complete. Brought down at the 19-yard line.
Louis Montina, 22 on that tackle.
Running pass complete to a knee, short gain.
2nd down and 5 now for the Falcons. Highlanders lead 14-7. Pass is complete here to the near side of the field.
Running pass complete to Lacona.
That's complete to Lacona.
We got a first down.
It's enough for a Cambridge first down.
1st down and 10 for the Falcons.
First is in Cambridge from the road,
Cambridge speeding
25
things
yard
up
line.
here, Todd.
That's how they're staying warm out there.
Yeah.
As Harding hands that one off. Nice job defensively by the Highlanders, standing him up just after a gain of 1.
Yeah, Marcus Thomas and Quincy Bocage there. Ferocious tackle by Quincy. Like to see that.
Definitely like seeing that from Quincy, another senior on the squad.
Yep.
Number 25, Vince Pierre, number 78, Quincy Bocage in on the tackle.
Brings up a 2nd down
Bring
and
up second and about 8 for the Falcons.
it's Harding back to pass. Looks across the middle of the field. That one's too high. Looking for Lacona again. Incomplete.
Sorry, Todd. Lucas right on his back in that coverage. I think that influenced the high pass there. I think Lucas might have got a hand on it if it was actually to the player.
So a 3rd down now for the Falcons. 3rd down and 8.
We got Elijah on the field now at safety. Yeah, last game of the year. Let your best players play, right, Todd?
Yeah, got Elijah Jeffries and, as well as Gio Pierre out there at the safety positions. Harding back to pass from the shotgun, looking for a screen and just could not bring that one in, as that was Ruiz. Pass is incomplete. Yeah, the screen set up pretty nicely there.
Yeah, it was a really nice play. He actually had the first down there if he could hang on to that ball, but sometimes your eyes leave the ball and start looking upfield. But it looks like Cambridge is going for it again.
Yeah. This time an offsides will not get them a first down, as it is 4th down and 8 from inside their own 30. Once again,
Yeah, I don't understand this call here, Todd. Maybe they're trying to drive them off sides and call the timeout. Nope.
and Harding will kick this one. It's a pop-up kick.
Get out of the way.
It does take, though, a Cambridge bounce across midfield down to the Highlander 46-yard line, and that's where the Highlanders will take over.
46-yard line where they'll start 1st and 10.
I don't understand that, Todd, because you have an actual punter on your team. Why not just let him punt the ball?
I was wondering the same thing myself. Why muddy the water and have your quarterback go ahead and do it?
That's a play which done more.
We have
Cambridge player down.
Yeah, we have another Cambridge player down.
Hopefully he's all right.
Somerville leading right now, 14-7. 7:37 remaining in the half, as they are tending to a Cambridge player down on the far side of the field. We've not been able to see the number yet.
The head coach was using that time to complain to the ref about some call, but now he's over tending to his player.
Head
I
coach.
didn't see what they're complaining about, but I wonder if they're complaining about how this kid got injured. I don't know.
Head coach Roy Howard, first season here at Cambridge. Injured Falcons still down on the field.
Well, he's sitting up now.
Sitting up now.
See, yeah.
It's number
Cyrus
4.
Singh, yeah.
Oh, Cyrus Singh.
Dangerous receiver.
Absolutely.
Hopefully, just got the wind knocked at him. He'll be hopefully come back out here and play his last game.
Yep, senior receiver. One of their main playmakers for the Falcons.
He's walking okay, so again, hopefully he just got a quick little stinger or the wind knocked out of him. And he'll be back out here.
So the Highlander offense will take over at their own 46-yard line. Highlanders leading 14-7. Just over 7.5 minutes remaining here in the first half of play.
Got Santana and Caston in the backfield.
Gio Pierre in motion. The give is to Caston behind the motion man. Nothing doing there as Cambridge defense doing a really good job in the middle of the defensive line there.
Yeah, great first play there.
Caston on the carry.
Saw a quick little hand on the face. Oh,
Number 7 getting a little talking to. Came in a little late on that one, towards the cranial area.
yeah.
99 Gallo on the tackle.
2nd down and 10 now for the Highlanders. The give is to Caston. Caston pushes the pile forward for a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd down and 6 for the Highlanders at midfield.
Figaro on the tackle.
Plenty of time in the second quarter. We
Brings up third.
6 minutes, 40 seconds left.
From the midfield strike.
Jeffries looks to his right. Pass is complete. Trying to get to the first down. Fighting for it still. The whistle is blown.
It's Momo, I think.
Yeah, it's Momo. So Momo Nazir trying to fight for that first down. Couldn't quite get it. So a 4th down and a long one. Looks like 4-down territory for the Highlanders.
Got a late sub for Cambridge, but he's going to get off the field.
From the Cambridge 46-yard.
Big play here early on.
Just crossing 6 minutes remaining in the first half. Highlanders leading by a touchdown, trying to add on to that with this drive. 4th down and 1 for the Highlanders. As Jeffries gives it off to Caston. Caston leans forward, depends on the mark. We'll see where they put it. Looks like
Rough might have it.
Looks like a first down.
It's a good spot from where I'm standing.
And it is going to be a Highlander first down.
Big play.
Good push by the offensive line as well.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little more of that when we got that Robert Levy, I believe, a little banged up. Number 74.
First down.
Yeah, he's taking a knee.
Yep.
He was limping around a little bit.
So Robert will go over to the bench.
He's limping pretty bad.
Yeah, I know. It looks like that right leg.
Robert's a junior, so he'll be back here next year.
1st and 10 for the Highlanders after the first down run by Fred Caston. Jeffries back to pass, looks to his left. That pass is complete to Wadi Santana.
Tackled by a host of Falcons.
An entire flock of Falcons, I'd say.
Is that off the top of your head, Todd?
Alliteration just comes to me.
Okay. I don't know if on the ride here you were jotting things down. Not to be confused with a flock of seagulls.
That is true. They ran so far away. As they, yeah, very interesting. Fake the jet sweep, and now we're going to get more of a jet sweep from Gio as he tries to avoid more guys, and just brought down, probably gained about a half yard off of, after all that.
Gio was going in the direction of Elijah and passing the ball, so first time I've seen that, unless it was a mistake by someone.
Maybe they're, because they have used Gio on the jet sweep very frequently, and that was well defended earlier in the game. So possibly they were trying to fake the jet sweep and then throw it back out to him the other direction. Just took a little too long to set up, it appeared. Third down now for the Highlanders, 3rd down and 10. Just under 4 minutes remaining in the half. Big 3rd down here for the Highlanders. Jeffries keeps it himself, rolls to his left. He's got Momo downfield, but too short on the throw. Left it short, and that will bring up a 4th down and 10 for the Highlanders. And in comes Clems for the punt.
Well, with the rain we had earlier, the ball's obviously going to get slick. I think that ball might have slipped out of Elijah's hand, unfortunately.
I was wondering if you were here.
So Emerson Clems back to punt for the Highlanders.
And it's a punt. Lacona back deep for Cambridge.
High snap.
Very high snap. He's able to get the punt away. It's a decent punt. Rolls out of bounds just inside the 20-yard line. So that's where the Falcons will take over. 3 minutes, 37 seconds remaining here in the half. Falcons trailing by 7, so the Highlander defense looking to maintain this lead as we near halftime.
Yeah, Highlanders want to get to this halftime with this lead or possibly get the ball. Very important to keep the Falcons on this side of the field. Great play by Clems here, though, to field that snap, not to panic, to get a kickoff. He did have some Falcons storming out. Good play by Clems.
No doubt about that. Did a great job, just as you said, staying calm in that situation.
Right.
So the Falcons 1st and 10, hand off toward the near side. That was Dorland on the carry. Gains about 7 on that one, brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the Falcons.
Gain of about 8, picks up 2nd and 2 for the Falcons from the 28-yard line.
I can see why this team scores a lot of points, though. A lot of good weapons, and they really switch up their play calls. Going deep.
Going way deep. A little miscommunication there, it looks like. Looking to find Lacona downfield. Lacona broke his route off right in front of us.
Yeah, I don't know if he made a mistake or if Harding was just throwing that ball away, but nevertheless, 3rd down.
Yep, Harding under pressure once again, but demonstrating that he can step away from the pressure very effectively.
Yeah, just like we were talking about Clems not panicking. He doesn't panic in the pocket either. Very confident moving around.
Just over 3 minutes left in the half. 3rd down and 3.
Quick pass.
Very quick pass to Lacona. And a host of Highlanders will push him back.
Like to see that. Everybody scramble to the ball.
It was,
it can be knocked loose.
Lacona did get the 1st down, though. So it'll bring up a 1st down for the Falcons as they will spot this one at the 35-yard line. Actually, 36-yard line. Strike that. Clock is running. 2:35 remaining in the half. Harding hands it to the man in motion, jet sweep. He's got a little room around the corner. Knocked out of bounds at the 47-yard line for a 1st down, just at the 1st down marker.
Yeah, Cambridge sideline waking up a little bit too here in the fans. Making some noise here.
Falcons from their own 47-yard line.
Marcus Thomas came up and he just couldn't get to that edge. Running back had him.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. As the give this time.
Rodriguez on the carry. Number 1.
There's Marcus on
Thomas
the
on the
tackle.
tackle.
Marcus Thomas did a great job that time wrapping them up. There was Jimmy Dorland again. No gain, so 2nd down and 10 for the Falcons.
Gain of about 1, bring up 2nd and 9. Falcons from their own 48-yard line.
Got a whistle. Timeout.
Yeah.
So the Highlanders calling timeout there. Minute 54 remaining here in the first half.
1:54 left in this half.
Highlanders would love to get their hands back on the ball here.
Yeah, smart timeout here. Give the defense a rest, number 1. Make sure everybody's on the same page here. We don't want them scoring in this half. They are getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter again, Cambridge. So, very important to keep them out of the end zone.
Highlanders leading 14-7, wanting to keep that touchdown lead going towards the half.
Got the Somerville band warming up in the corner, Todd. I'm assuming both bands gonna treat us to a show at halftime. Staying far away from Coach Ladano in that corner.
So they can warm up during play, but they can't play in the stands during play.
No.
Okay.
Not against Lynn Classical.
Not against Lynn Classical, that is correct. 2nd down and 9 now for the Falcons. Blitz coming for the Highlanders. Didn't quite get there to him as the swing pass is complete to Donnellan again.
Outing pass complete to 9.
Another good play call there by Cambridge.
Number 6, Lucas St. Jean.
See where they mark this one is Lucas St. Jean knocked him out of bounds. It's going to be just short of the 1st down, it looks like. So it'll bring up a 3rd down and 1, a minute 47 remaining in the first half. Definite 4-down territory for Cambridge, of course. From their own 28-yard line has been 4-down territory for Cambridge.
Yeah. Getting the call from the sidelines is Harding in the offense.
Harding in the shotgun, gets the snap. Looking downfield, pressure coming in. And he is brought down at midfield. Great job by the Highlander defense as number 25, Lenz Pierre, brings him down.
Yeah, first time we're calling Lenz's name tonight. Great time for it. Big sack.
Lost about 5 on the play, bring up 4th and 8.
Great sack by the sophomore there. So 4th down and 8 now
From their own 49.
from their own 49-yard line. Minute 20, the clock is rolling.
Yep.
If you're Coach Fenton, do you want to stop this clock right now?
I don't know, because like I said, you know Cambridge is going to go for it here. So they have continuously throughout the first half. So you don't want to stop it and have them get the 1st down. So, Cambridge calling it.
Cambridge will call a timeout.
Cambridge takes the timeout.
So with a minute 4 remaining in the first half, Highlanders leading this one 14-7, looking to get the ball back here with a little bit of time left on the clock and good field position if they're able to stop them here on 4th down.
Yeah, especially if they stop them. Yeah, they're on their side of the field already. Again, if I was Cambridge, I would be punting the ball, but you would want to pin Somerville down there. You don't want them scoring again. Like I said, they're getting the ball. Cambridge is getting the ball to start the 3rd quarter, so don't do anything too drastic here.
It could be another pooch punt situation, where, like, as Harding did previously, but you know that ended up being maybe a net 20 yards they gained out of it. Like, as you said at that time, Ian, you've got a punter. You should probably let the punter punt.
Yeah, because you aren't really fooling it. That's more of like a trickery type play, where again you're trying to draw them off sides. It doesn't happen. You're trying to pin them down. Usually happens around midfield. So, curious spot for the pooch punt to me.
So as we set the situation, a minute 4 remaining in the first half. Somerville leading by a touchdown, 14-7. Cambridge has it just short of midfield at the 49-yard line. It is 4th down and 8 from the 49. Offense back out on the field for Cambridge.
Yep.
As Harding has a single receiver to the far side of the field, trip receivers to the near side.
Yeah, I'll be watching Doryland out of the backfield here. Oh, everybody's looking to the sidelines again.
Changing up the play.
Marcus coming on the blitz, so he's just faking. Now he backs up.
Yeah, Marcus backed out.
Oh, no.
There's that punt again. This one's more effective. Better distance on it as well, and takes a heck of a Cambridge bounce as it rolls inside the 10 to the 6-yard line. And that's where the Highlanders will take over with 53 seconds remaining in the first half. And we know we know Somerville, I should say, has that quick strike offense, but you also don't want to make any mistake when you're down this deep.
Right, yeah. So if I was Somerville, I would be happy if the score is 14-7, and I would kill the clock here and get into halftime and talk to the boys.
Hand the ball to Fred Caston and take it into the locker room.
Yeah. If he happens to break it 20 yards or so, that's great. If not, let's get into the end zone with this score.
Here comes the Highlander offense out onto the field. See where they're marking this. They're marking it at 7, at the 7-yard line. Jeffries in the shotgun. He's back to pass. Pass is complete to Gio Pierre. Gio tried to spin it back to the inside. This time spins it back to the outside as he realized he probably would want to get out of bounds. I don't know whether he was able to, though.
No, I don't think so, Todd.
Nope, I don't think they did. Stop the clock.
All the coaches are asking them to rush to the line.
33 seconds remaining. 2nd down and 7 now for the Highlanders.
2nd down.
Jeffries back to pass, looks to his right.
Whoa.
Pass is incomplete, I should say, through the hands.
Yikes.
To number 6.
That's a little nerve-wracking, that pass.
St. Jean.
My angle, it was going right to the black jersey. Luckily, Lucas got those hands on it.
And had single coverage out there. Tried to hit him on the slant, see if he could turn on the Jets after making a catch, but cold weather, hard ball, just went right through the hands. 25 seconds remaining here in the first half. It's 3rd down for the Highlanders. Back to passes Jeffries. He's got the screen out to Caston. Caston trying to get to the corner to get that first down. Looks like he did not make it there. So it will be 4th down for the Highlanders, 16 seconds remaining. And Coach Howard for the Falcons is going to take a timeout here, stopping the clock.
Yeah, force Somerville to snap it, catch it, and punt it here. Force them to make a play, being backed up.
30-second timeout. And we actually have a full timeout being taken by Somerville, is what it appears. Either way, we have a timeout on the field.
Yeah, that's the case. I'm not
the near linesman was calling for the 30-second timeout that Coach Howard had just told him to call. But on the far side of the field, the head official was calling a full timeout for the Highlanders.
Yeah, so maybe we can work that out at halftime. Not sure exactly what happened.
Also, we have a 4th down, and I don't see Emerson Clems.
No, Elijah's still out there. Maybe trying to draw them off?
Possibly. 4th down and 4, so... The snap goes to Elijah, and Jeffries will get the first down and more as he's down the sideline across the 35 to the 37-yard line with 8 seconds remaining. The Highlanders have a first down here.
Yeah, first time Elijah's shown off his speed, which we all know he has. First time he's actually looked for gain some yards on his own. Got 8 seconds here, Todd.
I have the feeling Gio Pierre will be running downfield.
Well, you got Lucas by himself up there with the corner.
And nobody else
there.
Single coverage over top of him as well. And Elijah saw that, gets it. Tried to get it to Lucas, incomplete.
Incomplete. Intended for St. Jean.
Coming across the middle, had a defender lining him up.
Yeah.
Coverage.
So 3 seconds remaining here in the half. Highlanders leading 14-7. looking for a spectacular ending here to the half to add on to that.
Yep. Now you got Gio switching spots here. I don't know if Cambridge noticed. Oh, yeah, they did.
Yeah, Gio to the far side, and there goes the double coverage along with him. Lucas St. Jean here at the near side of the field.
Yeah,
Once again, single coverage.
Thought they could sneak him over there, but
And Jeffries was looking over towards Gio, but nothing there, and he will tuck it and run as he's knocked out of bounds, and that's going to be the end of the half, as the Highlanders lead at halftime by the score of 14-7 here in the battle for the picket fence. So we will go to halftime here. Highlanders leading 14-7. You are watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Educational Channel 15.
Starter. 1, 2, 1, 2, ready, go. Rock and roll. Nice job, everybody.
And we are back at Russell Field as the Highlanders lead the Cambridge Falcons by the score of 14-7. You are watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Educational Channel 15 as we have the battle for the picket fence here. Second half action coming to you as the Highlanders, Emerson Clems, about to kick away to the Falcons. We'll talk about the first half action as well here in just a moment as Clem's kick is fielded at the 5-yard line. He brings it across the 10. Ooh, hit at the 20, but he spins out of it, and he's brought down at the 29-yard line. Some disagreement on the field.
Number 22, there are flags on the play.
Is Lucas St. Jean involved in that one? Looks like one of the Cambridge players came at him late. We'll see where the
23, Lucas Rodriguez. Lucas on Lucas crime.
Lucas on Lucas crime there, absolutely.
4 flags on the field.
We'll see what the flag is. I mean, going to be unsportsmanlike conduct. It's going to go against Cambridge. We'll see if he goes the other way with it. He will. So we have unsportsmanlike conduct, and I believe that Lucas St. Jean has been ejected from this game. I saw the motion of ejection.
I did see that, yeah.
So possibly both players might be ejected, which I have to say, frankly, would be a trade I think the Falcons might take.
Yeah. Lucas
is leaving the field of play. So Lucas St. Jean has been thrown out of this game, as well as one of the Cambridge players. I didn't see actually who that was, though.
I thought it was number 23 for Cambridge, but I'm assuming
Lucas Rojas Rodriguez.
They must have thought Lucas threw a punch or something. I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't know either. But that means Lucas is out of the game. Both Lucases probably out of the game. Cambridge will start their first possession here as the first play from scrimmage here in the second half is a run by Dorland as he gains about 2 yards on that one, so it'll bring up a 2nd down and 8 for the Falcons. Of course, we had all of our scoring, all 21 points scored in this game in the first quarter. Second quarter of play, no scoring from both of these prolific offenses. Harding's pass is too high. Looking for Lacona on that one.
It looks like Luis Montina has checked in at cornerback.
Number 9, Tyreek Lacona. Brings up 3rd and 8.
3rd down and 8 now for the Falcons. Highlanders lead this one 14-7, just underway here in the second half. It's Harding rolling out to his right, looking downfield, passes up, and it is too high. Incomplete, brings up a 4th down and 8. Now the Falcons have been going for it on 4th down throughout this contest with pooch punts coming from Harding. But
an actual punter, I believe.
Yeah, I think they're actually bringing special teams out onto the field.
Cambridge softball team in athletics. Thank you.
Gio Pia back deep.
Back deep for the punt.
Gio back deep to field this punt. High snap, fielded nicely. Good punt as well as it takes a Falcon bounce down to the Highlander 33-yard line, and that's where the Highlanders will take over.
At the Somerville 34-yard line.
Some more pushing and shoving going on.
Things getting a bit chippy here early in the second half of play. Big rivalry game here, Thanksgiving tradition. 58th time that these two teams have met on or the day before Thanksgiving.
Always a very heated rivalry, Somerville Cambridge. Unfortunately, Cambridge left the GBL a few years ago to join the Dual County League. So unfortunately, we don't play them anymore in basketball, but nice chance to get this rivalry renewed here on Thanksgiving Eve.
Highlanders with the 14-7 lead and the ball. First down and 10. Jeffries gets it, hands it off to Caston. Caston up the middle. Gains about 3 on that one. Brings up a second down and 7 for the Highlanders.
Felix on the tackle.
So without Lucas St. Jean in, Miar Joseph is the receiver nearest the camera position. And Elijah going deep, looking for Gio. And that ball is incomplete. Nice coverage there by the Falcons. I believe Troy Nickens had the coverage on that play. Good one-on-one coverage there.
Yeah, you step with Gio, which is difficult to do. Still a great pass by Elijah. Gio had a shot to get it, but that's a really tough catch with the man in your face.
So third down and 6 now for the Highlanders. Jeffries back in shotgun. Rolling out to his right, looking to use his speed to get the first down, and he will. As he continues down the sideline, but he stepped out of bounds just across midfield at the Cambridge 48-yard line. So a big first down there for the Highlanders, as Elijah able to use his legs to get the first down across midfield down to the 48-yard line.
Yeah, Todd, I'd like to see them actually let Elijah roll him out a little more, use that speed. I mean, he's had, I believe, his second carry where he's gotten a tremendous amount of yards.
Picks up enough for the Somerville first down.
Unfortunately, stepped out slightly right on the sideline. So that was a huge game.
It's first down and 10 for the Highlanders.
Gio's, there you go.
Gio at the far side, yeah. Lining up offsides, but now has gotten back behind the ball. Elijah looking to his left, trying to find Gio, and that one goes off of Gio's hands and is picked off. As once again with the coverage, number 12, Troy Nickens. That ball got inside of Gio's hands, got off the pads, it looked like, popped up into the air, and Nickens able to take it down.
Yeah, you always want to catch with the hands, which Gio was attempting to do. Unfortunately, like I said, that field's still slick, although it hasn't rained in a couple of hours. That field's still slick. Gets that ball wet. So, tough break for the Highlanders and Jeffries there.
Yeah, very tough break for the Highlanders, as Lucas St. Jean was ejected early here in the second half of play. And Gio Pierre had that one bounce off his pads and was intercepted. So Cambridge, down by a touchdown, will take over with good field position at their own 43-yard line. Just underway here in the second half. Harding back to pass, looking downfield. That ball is picked off as well, this time by the Highlanders as Gio has it. He is looking for some room, using that speed as he looks to get downfield. We have a flag way downfield. The trailing official throwing that flag.
Yeah, there was a huge hit on that sideline. Two Somerville players, I didn't see who it was.
Quarterback Harding ended up making the tackle there. We'll see who's down on the field.
Yeah, it might have been a block on the back.
The officials conversing to determine what that penalty will be. We'll also try to figure out who that player is down on the far side of the field.
Yeah, we got. Hope the coaches are being sportsmanlike over there. Feels like there's possibly some jarring going on. Football's a physical game. Kids make mistakes. I don't think anybody's intentionally trying to hurt anybody.
Nope.
But it's a physical game. Injuries happen.
Yeah, no question about it. We still have not heard or seen what that penalty flag is as the referees continue their discussion.
Right. Yeah, like you said, the trailing ref threw his really late, way after that collision. I don't know if it was possibly a taunting penalty, one of the players getting in his face, or...
We got a personal foul as the call. Illegal block against the Highlanders. So they're going to back it up 15 yards from the point of that foul. However, the interception does hold.
Right.
So the Highlanders are able to turn around immediately after throwing their own interception and pick off the ball thrown by Harding.
Nice to see Cambridge player getting up here, Todd.
54 is the number. That is Edwin Owusu, offensive lineman and defensive lineman.
Junior for Cambridge. On turnovers, you can't block below the knees, below the waist there, so you got to keep everything up high. But that was a vicious collision. Glad to see that he's a junior, Todd. Hopefully he can come back and play in this game next year.
Yeah, no question about that.
He's not looking too good to come back tonight.
So we'll see where they mark the ball for the Highlanders. The Highlanders will take over on their own 43-yard line now, leading by a touchdown, 14-7.
Yeah, first mistake by Harding there of the game, really. I mean, he missed a couple throws here and there, but that was just a blatant throw right to Gio. Player just ran on late for Cambridge.
Highlander ball, leading by that touchdown. 9:10 remaining in the third quarter. And on the read option, Elijah's going to keep it. Thought about pitching it back to Fred Caston, loses the ball. He's going to be called down. The official's going to call him down before he lost that ball. It looked like he was going to try to toss the ball to Fred after pulling it out of his breadbasket on the read option.
Yeah, best thing to do, wrap it up and go down. Yeah, he was way down. I don't know what Cambridge coaches are complaining about.
2-yard loss
on
there.
His stomach when he let go of the ball.
From the road 41-yard line.
Second down and 12 now for the Highlanders. Momo Nazir in motion. The give is to Caston as he tries to spin away from a tackler. He gains back the 2 yards that they lost, so it brings up a 3rd down and 10 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, just over 8 minutes here in the third quarter. Plenty of time in this game, but very important down here. Game's getting a little testy at this point, and very physical.
On the tackle. Bring up
Jeffrey calling out signals to his receivers. Miar Joseph, young sophomore receiver, in for Lucas St. Jean, who was ejected earlier in the half.
A lot of movement on the line.
Which way is this going to go? We'll see the call. It's going to be offsides against Cambridge. So that will take it from a 3rd and 10 to a 3rd and 5 for the Highlanders.
Well, if I was Elijah, I'd get up there and have another hard count, try to draw him off again.
Cambridge. Return down at about 6 for Somerville from their own 49-yard line.
Somerville has it at the 49-yard line. As Jeffries gets the signals in from the sidelines.
Gio one-on-one up the top of your screen.
Gio, the lone receiver, far side of the field. 3 receivers here bunched on the near side. And we have a flag down. Too much time.
Delay of game.
Yep, that's going to be the call. Delay of game. It's going to go against the Highlanders, so they're going to back it back up and bring up that 3rd and 10 again.
Yeah, just lost that yardage. Unfortunately, as I've said before, Todd, in high school football, there is no visible clock. And you hope that, the refs might give you a little shout out.
Remaining 3rd down.
Hard to get the playoff when you don't know where the clock is at.
Somerville, very similar set with the bunch, 3 receivers on the near side. Gio is the lone receiver on the far side.
Yeah, they got the safety over the top now on Gio.
Somerville takes the
Somerville's
timeout.
going to take the timeout.
41 left in the third quarter. Score remains Somerville.
Yeah, tough timeout here.
7.
But huge down, 3rd and 6.
Absolutely. Huge down for the Highlanders. 3rd down and long here.
I think Coach Howard specifically talking to number 12 there about that ball coming to Gio. Troy Nickens, number 12, covering Gio one-on-one. That's where I would be throwing the ball.
Nickens has been shadowing Gio throughout this game.
Yeah, made a great play earlier this quarter.
3rd and long for the Highlanders. As Elijah gets it, he's going to run it to the left-hand side. He's got blocking. He's got a 1st down. He's got more as he tries to break a tackle. He is down at the 31-yard line of the Falcons. Big 1st down for the Highlanders.
And no laundry on the field, Todd. More importantly. Had a lot of penalties in this game. Nice to see a nice long run with no flag.
Just student body left that time. Just
that's what I've been saying.
2 blockers and let Elijah go.
Yeah, let him run the ball.
So 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders. 6.5 minutes remaining in the 3rd quarter. Highlanders leading by a touchdown, looking to add on. The give is to Henry Augustin this time.
I believe that's his first carry of the game, Todd.
That is Henry's first carry of the game. More of a power back.
Right.
On the tackle.
2nd down and 7 now for the Highlanders.
I haven't seen Anton in the backfield at all tonight. Haven't really gone big like they did against, really successfully against Lynn Classical that night.
And the give is to Fred Caston this time, countering it back to the far side of the field. Gets about 4 yards on that carry, brings up a 3rd down and 6 for the Highlanders. Or 3rd down and 4, I should say, for the Highlanders.
3rd and about 5 for Somerville. From the Cambridge 25-yard line.
Obvious 4-down territory here for the Highlanders, Todd.
No question about that. As once again, we're going to do that student body play, this time to the right. And Elijah looks like he did get the 1st down across the 20-yard line. We'll see where they marked that one. It looks like the 18-yard line of the Falcons. I'm sorry, strike that, 14-yard line of the Falcons.
Yeah, again, he takes the snap. He doesn't have to hand the ball off, pitch the ball. See, a turnover isn't going to happen. Let him follow his blockers. Cambridge doesn't have an answer for him on the outside.
So the Highlanders matriculating the ball down the field, using the legs of Elijah Jeffries as their main weapon. Looking to add to this touchdown lead. It's 1st down and 10 for the Highlanders at the 14. Jeffries gets the snap, passes out to Momo Nazir. Momo looking to get to the end zone. He's pushed out of bounds at the 5 or 6 yard line. It's more like the 6.
Great run by Momo. Got that pass and just went right upfield without thinking. Great run.
So 2nd down and a yard now for the Highlanders.
2nd down.
Jeffries will once again keep this one, and he is in for the Highlander touchdown. As Elijah Jeffries runs that one in, and it was pretty much all Elijah on that drive.
Great blocking by the line there. Sorry, Todd.
No problem.
2 cut blocks right off the bat. Took 2 defenders right to the ground. Gave him a lot of space to work with.
Well, and you have been calling for it throughout the first half, pointing out you'd love to see Elijah use those legs a little bit more. You definitely got what you wanted right there.
Yeah, definitely. Lessens the chance for a turnover. It's kind of like the Wildcat. He's just following his blocks.
As the kick is up and good by Clems, makes it a 21-7 lead for the Highlanders. 5:14 remaining in the 3rd quarter of play.
Yeah, big long drive, very important drive there in the game. Obviously going 2 scores, 2 touchdowns now. Really puts pressure on Cambridge's offense to make something happen. But Cambridge was moving the ball well all game as well, so should be an exciting finish.
Definitely heading in that direction. No quit in the Falcons tonight, no doubt about that. Harding seems to have come out here in the second half. He seems to be struggling a little bit with his accuracy, though. His passes seem to be going a bit high. I'm sure, though, that as he warms up during this drive, he will certainly correct those situations.
Yeah, he's really pinpoint on those short throws, which is Cambridge has been very successful. The swing pass, the slants, the quick passes to the receivers. Gets a snap and gets rid of that ball quick.
So the Highlanders will be kicking away to the Falcons.
Yeah, Emerson's done a great job kicking tonight. Got a few touchbacks, and 3 extra points. And a great punt in the first half when he made that tough catch on that bad snap. Didn't panic and got the ball off. Great weapon.
No returns thus far on his kicks, aside from at the opening of this half.
Yeah.
He had 2 kicks in the first half. Neither of them were returned. This one is fielded
we got a
right
reverse.
at the 5, and we're going to have a reverse.
Yikes.
And this is read perfectly by the Highlanders, but then it's reversed back the other direction. Still a great job by the Highlanders, as Dorland had nowhere to go on that reverse.
Kind of want that ball to be fielded a little bit more cleanly on that reverse. The returner was backpedaling, so he had no momentum going forward.
Number 23, shakes in on the
They must have
tackle.
saw something in the Highlanders' kicking game that they thought they could pull off the reverse, but difficult play.
Okay, we just
So it'll be the Falcons' ball at their own 11-yard line to start this drive. Throughout the season, Ian, we've seen the Highlanders a very attacking defense as well on special teams, and so misdirection and counters and screen passes have been effective or been used against them throughout the year.
Yeah, very true. Using the Highlanders' aggressiveness against them.
As that pass is complete, goes to Lacona. We got
a flag.
another flag. They're going to, looks like they might get the Highlanders for a late hit out of bounds here. Another distant flag as well.
Yeah, in on the tackle.
Personal foul is going to be called. Called against Cambridge.
Yeah. Well, unless he just said automatic first down, so I don't know if he pointed in the wrong direction. Yeah,
Yes, he pointed the wrong direction. It is a personal foul against the Highlanders. It's going to be a late hit out of bounds on that.
Yeah, he was very adamant with making that call. He sprinted from his position. The side judge didn't make any call, much to the chagrin of Cambridge's coaching staff.
I was going to say there were 2 referees, the side judge as well as another official, right on top of the play.
Yeah.
But they did not make that call.
Coach Fenton on the field trying to get an explanation here. Those sideline plays are so difficult. The kids, you're taught to tackle someone. So if they're on the field, you're going to tackle them. If they happen to be close to the sideline, they happen to be close to the sideline. Tough call for the refs, too. But the momentum shift here for Cambridge.
Absolutely, as Cambridge now, another pass is complete to Lacona. He steps out of bounds just across midfield at the 49-yard line. So Cambridge moving the ball downfield with the aid of that personal foul. Gets it across midfield as they're driving here with 4.5 minutes remaining in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think the refs are trying to take control here of the game. Don't want anything silly to happen on the field as we already had. No pushing and shoving to start the third quarter. So rather they take control than they get out of control.
1st and 10 for the Falcons. Harding has it, looking to his left, looking to Lacona once again. That ball is complete, and Lacona is in for the Falcon touchdown. No laundry on the field. So the Falcons have cut this back to a 1-score deficit, 21-13, pending the extra point.
Yeah, great pass by Harding. One-on-one coverage. Unfortunately, he got behind the Somerville defender there. Easy score.
That's Lacona's second touchdown of the game.
All in for the extra point.
As Baxendall on to attempt the point. Snap is good, hold is good, kick is up, and it is good. And it is a 21-14 lead for Somerville.
Wobbly kick to say the least there, Todd, but hey, goes through the goalpost, it goes through the goalpost.
That's right.
The score, Somerville 41. Cambridge.
Momentum,
14.
definitely feel the momentum shifting to the Cambridge sideline here, Todd. It's important for Somerville to settle down. You have the lead, put a good little drive together, and stay confident.
That's the key right there, staying confident and also getting a good drive put together.
Yeah.
Highlanders had a very nice drive.
Yep.
Their last offensive possession, a good long drive, took some time off the clock. Would love to see something like that again.
Definitely. Important for Cambridge to have a good kickoff here. Ball's been flying around, so we shall see where this one goes.
Well, we saw Cambridge earlier with an interesting kickoff formation. Might we see something like an onside or a high pop-up kick?
It's possible. I mean, they've been trying all different types of things tonight, so
especially with the cold weather as well.
Yep.
Cold weather equals hard ball, difficult to handle.
Yep.
Looks like Joseph is deep for the Highlanders to return.
The Harmon kick.
They will kick it away.
Let it go.
And that one goes out of bounds.
Kick goes out of
Took its good sweet time to get out of bounds.
I got a little scared there, Todd, because the black jerseys were coming quick to that ball.
It did roll out of bounds just around the 20-yard line, though, just in the nick of time.
Yeah. Really huge mistake for Cambridge. They had all the momentum in the world, and now the Highlanders are going to have decent field position to start this drive.
4:05 remaining in the third quarter of play. Highlanders leading 21-14. And they will get the ball on their own 35-yard line after the kick was kicked out of bounds.
That penalty is declined. Somerville stop first and 10.
Tyler Whitney Sidney into the game here as the near receiver. Give is to Fred Caston. Caston spinning through the defense. He's brought down after a gain of 5 up to the 40-yard line. Brings up a 2nd down and 5 for the Highlanders.
Yeah, that's a huge play in my mind, Todd. Trying to give them momentum back. Nice 5-yard carry. Let your offensive lineman push them around and do it again. I'd say hand it to them again.
Second and about 6. 2nd and 5 from their own 45-yard line for Somerville. From their own 40-yard
So
line.
2nd and 5 for the Highlanders. Jeffries calls out the signals. And he looks to Tyler Whitney Sidney. And Sidney has that one complete across midfield down at the 41-yard line of Cambridge.
Great to see Tyler get in the game and get a nice little grab there.
Tyler, a young
Tremendous athlete,
sophomore.
Tyler, yeah, tremendous basketball player, Todd.
We're going to get to see him for quite a few years as Fred Caston pushes this one forward for a gain of about 5, so brings up a 2nd down and 5 for the Highlanders.
Yep, offensive line doing their job, Todd, pushing them back. Football can be a simple game. Snap it, push, and run.
Highlander offensive line getting that push this drive as Jeffries' pass is complete. Far side of the field. Looks like it's good enough for a 1st down to Gio Pierre. See where they mark this one.
I think number 13, Gerald Bennett, on the tackle for Cambridge.
It is good enough for a 1st down. 1st down and 10 now for the Highlanders at the Cambridge 30. 2:20 remaining in the third quarter. Jeffries gets the snap, hands it off to Fred Caston. Caston cut it back to the right. Good, nice job avoiding that initial contact from the defender. Able to gain about 4 yards due to that.
Yeah, you said it earlier, Todd. Fred is extremely patient runner. He really looks for those blocks and uses those blocks. Sometimes the guys get the ball and they just go into full speed, whereas Fred is very patient, follows the blocks, see a hole, then you go to it. There we go.
There's Elijah Jeffries using his blocks as well to get to the corner. Looks like he's got just enough for the first down to the 20-yard line. So first down and 10 for the Highlanders as they continue this drive.
Yep.
The great thing about Fred Caston, sophomore player, young player out there, showing that maturity and that ability and knowledge and patience out there. It's great to see at such an early point in his high school career.
True. You got Augustine joining him in the backfield now.
Jeffries gives it back to Caston.
Play.
Caston finds a nice hole on the left-hand side as he countered that one back there. Gets another possible first down depending upon the mark. That is a good enough for a first down inside the 10-yard line to the 9. So first down and goal now for the Highlanders.
Yeah, great play call by Somerville there. And again, this offensive line is opening up holes, Todd.
Minute 10 remaining in the third quarter. Highlanders looking to go up again by 2 touchdowns.
Flag on the play.
Flag on the play is going to be
A false start on
false
Tyler, I
start.
believe.
Yep. Tyler knew it was him too. Raised his hand toward the sideline.
Be assessed against Somerville. Remaining first down.
Brings up first down and 15 now for the Highlanders. Or first down and goal, but now from the 14, I should say.
Got trips left, Tyler by himself. Elijah,
Jeffries will run this one, trying to get to the corner, and he does. He looks like he's got a bit more too. There's a flag down on the play, plenty of flags down on the play. This one looks like it will be coming back as Elijah was able to get that one into the end zone.
Yeah, definite unneeded penalty there. Elijah actually didn't need any help. Would have been better off just standing still and watching him run.
So penalty goes against the Highlanders, backing them up.
Penalty will be assessed against Somerville.
Backs them right up to the 17-yard line. So now first and goal from the 17. Ian, you mentioned earlier, before the game even started, the physical size of Cambridge, or the lack thereof, and I think we might be seeing some of that as the Somerville offensive line really beginning to assert itself.
Yeah, wearing them down, Todd, over the course of this game, no doubt.
It's Jeffries, the lefty, rolling to his left. The pass is incomplete.
Intended for Isaiah.
Looking for Momo on that one, just out of his reach. Second down and goal now from the 17.
Yeah, good play call there, though, rolling out to Elijah's throwing side. Looked like it had Momo. I couldn't really see what happened on the throw, but I think Momo just ran out of space there.
Clock is stopped with 47 seconds left in the third quarter. Second down and goal for the Highlanders from the 17. Trip receivers to the near side, GOP the far side. The give is to Henry Augustine as he pounds it inside, getting about 3 yards on the play down to the 14-yard line, brings up a third down and goal from the 14.
Yeah, good job with the Cambridge D-line there, just holding up their blockers, wasn't anywhere to run.
Bring up third and goal. Somerville.
Be interesting if they don't get it here, Todd, to see if they actually continue to go for it on fourth or kick the field goal.
Timeout's going to be taken by Somerville.
Timeout.
Possibly talking about exactly that.
Coach Fenton wants a word with the head ref. And I don't think he's going to get it because the head ref is running to the Cambridge sideline.
Looks like Coach Howard also wants a word with the head ref.
Something about the crowd or the band? I think the band playing music while they're on offense, Todd. I think we have another
That's a valid point.
situation.
We already went through this earlier this season.
Right.
If the band is playing music during the opponent's offensive formations, they have to stop, or they will be asked to leave.
We did see that earlier, yes. But Somerville does run a no-huddle offense, so they are trying to shout out to each other.
Valid point, very valid point.
But it is football, it's not golf.
That's true too. Big third down here, 3rd and goal from the 14 for the Highlanders. Up by a touchdown, looking to add on, 24 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Jeffries gets the snap, passes out to Gio Pierre trying to get to the corner. Nothing doing there. Nice defense by Cambridge as they had that defended very, very well. He was able to get down to the 10, almost to the 9-yard line, so it'll bring up a 4th down and goal from the 9. And here comes Emerson Clems looking to make it a 2-score game.
Yep. I think Fred was a little shy to block on that play for fear of a flag, so wisely he just held up and let Gio do his thing by himself, but very huge kick hit though.
It's a 28-yard attempt. The kick is up by Clems, and it is good from 28 yards. So a 10-point lead now for the Highlanders, 24-14. It's a 2-score game with just 18 seconds left here in the 3rd quarter.
What a great game Clems is having here in his last football game here at Somerville High School. A little bit of a high snap again, but Gio had it no problem, and Emerson just banged it right through the uprights. He's having a great game.
The winning ticket number is 823.
And more importantly, now we have a 2-score game. So
28-yard field goal there for Emerson Clems. Just another positive that he's bringing to the game. Offensive points right there, but he's also been very, very important in terms of getting touchbacks on kickoffs, multiple touchbacks that he's been able to get. And then in that, it was the first quarter, I believe, when he was under extreme pressure off of a bad snap and was able to just calmly punt the ball downfield and get a positive play out of that.
0-1-1-1.
Yeah, it's 3 phases to the game. A lot of times people forget about the special teams, but it's ultra important. And what a weapon when you have a good kicker in high school. Huge weapon.
The kick.
No doubt about that.
Opponent deep for Cambridge.
And that's a weapon I'm not totally sure Cambridge has as strong a one at. As Clems kicks this one away, it's going to be fielded at the 7-yard line. Oh, what a hit there, just across the 20 at the 23-yard line, and he is lit up.
Lenz Pierre, I believe, Todd on the hit.
Yeah, Lenz Pierre with the hit there, squared him up nicely. That was just a good, clean football hit.
It was, and then he helped him up too, which was also nice to see.
No doubt, no doubt about it. Especially how chippy this 3rd quarter began.
Right.
12 seconds left in this 3rd quarter.
This has been a long quarter, Todd.
Somerville leading by 10, 24-14. Cambridge with the ball, starting this possession at their own 24. Pass is complete to the far side of the field, but there is a host of Highlanders there to stop him. After a gain of 3, brings up 2nd down and 7 for the Falcons.
Yeah, Anton Smith helped clean up that tackle there, lifting him off the ground and slamming him to the ground.
And that will do it for the 3rd quarter. So we will move to the 4th quarter of the battle for the picket fence, with the Highlanders leading the Falcons by the score of 24-14. We'll go down to the other side of the field where Cambridge will continue their offensive possession. Good 3rd quarter there for the Highlanders.
Yeah, started off rough there with the penalties. And then the Cambridge big long pass there for the touchdown, which really got the momentum going. But Somerville drove down the field and wisely took a field goal attempt, got the 3 points, made it a two-score game.
Yeah, 2 good drives there for the Highlanders. as they were able to score first here in the third quarter, back in the third quarter with Jeffrey's 6-yard run, then that 49-yard pass to Lacona for the Falcons, and then a very time-consuming drive. It took a good 5 minutes off the clock, and ended with that 3 points tacked on to make it a 2-point game, or 2-score game, I should say. So really good third quarter ending there for the Highlanders.
So some of these guys out here, Todd, they're 11 minutes left in their high school football careers. Always a day you'll never forget.
Harding at quarterback for the Falcons. Play action fake, looking downfield, trying to find Lacona again. That is incomplete. Oh my goodness gracious, that is a delayed flag.
There was a flag on the play.
That's going to be called pass interference, and I'm not totally sure if I agree with that.
Well, I did see some contact, but that was an uncatchable ball, Todd. It was about 10 yards beyond the Cambridge receiver.
There was a little contact, but it was about as minimal as possible, and I agree with you. The ball did not seem to be anywhere near catchable.
Yeah. Oh, what's going on here? They picked it up? Wow, did they pick up?
Oh, they're marking it off, 15 yards.
50 raffle ticket is 823-0111.
So there goes the 15-yard penalty marked off against the Highlanders. First down and 10 now for the Falcons at their own 43-yard line.
Plenty of penalties in this one tonight, Todd.
Penalty assessed against Somerville.
Harding's pass is complete to Lacona.
Harding pass complete.
That's good for about 7 yards. It brings up a second down and 3 just at midfield for the Falcons.
I mean, if I was Cambridge, I would just throw it up to him again and hopefully get another call, because cornerback's looking a little shaky right now. Whoa, fumble.
Fumble.
That is a fumble.
That is, and we'll see who's got that one in. Somerville has it. We'll see who came away with that one for Somerville.
Lenz Pierre, Todd.
Lenz Pierre having a heck of a game.
Having a great game. Harding dropped back and ran into his running back and just dropped the ball.
You know, we talk about you were talking about just earlier, the seniors out on the field playing their last 11 minutes of football, but we're also seeing shots of the future for Highlander football as well. Fred Caston, a sophomore out there. Also, Tyler Whitney-Sidney, a sophomore out there, and Lenz Pierre, a sophomore as well.
Right.
So 3 young players out there making things happen for the Highlanders as well, showing us a little bit of the future.
In 74, Robert Levy checked back in here, Todd. Noticeably limping, but obviously he wants to play. Great to see.
No doubt about that. As the jet sweep goes to Gio, they've got that one scouted. But Gio fights his way back near the line of scrimmage. It looks like he's only going to lose a yard on that one.
Yeah.
No question about it that Cambridge has that play scouted.
Yeah. And they can match Gio's athleticism, which we haven't seen with the other teams previously this season. But still, I would not want to play Gio in a game of tag.
No.
Especially not at my age. He is quick.
It's the athleticism on both sides of the field that make it so disappointing to change sports very quickly that we don't get a yearly matchup between Cambridge and Somerville in basketball.
Right, yeah. We would really love to see that again.
And this time it's going to be kept by Elijah as he tries to get to the corner, and he does. Out of bounds at the 37-yard line. It's going to be short of the first down by about a yard to a yard and a half.
Great run by Elijah, waiting for his blocker. He made contact with the defender and went right around him. Great run.
Third down now for the Highlanders. 3rd down and 2, and that's a short 2. Highlanders looking to add to this 10-point lead. So they have it in Cambridge territory. The give
nice play.
is to Fred Caston, and he is going to turn on the Jets, and nobody's going to catch him for the Highlander touchdown.
Wow. Great block by Zachary Shea there, and right on the initial carry through the line. That's a backbreaker for Cambridge.
Great run by Fred Caston. We talked about earlier his patience. He showed some of that, but then just a burst once he saw that that open up for him as he's able to get the 34-yard touchdown run. Emerson Clems in to attempt the point.
Clem's on for the extra point.
And the kick is up, and it's good, but we have a flag on the play. So we'll see what the flag's all about here.
Apparently the referees have nowhere to be tonight, Todd.
They have absolutely no night before Thanksgiving plans at all.
It's 9:25 left.
Oh, gonna go have a conference with the Cambridge coach.
14.
Asking his favorite Thanksgiving side dishes.
50-50, 8-2-3.
Do you prefer the canned cranberries or fresh cranberries? I think that might be the discussion.
Go to the concession stand to get your winner.
Now we're throwing hand signals. Now let's go talk to the other side.
Well, we're going to get Coach Fenton's opinion on the whole cranberry thing.
For the record, I don't like cranberry sauce. If anybody at home cares.
For the record, I was 15 years old before I realized that cranberries didn't come shaped like a can.
And now we're just all standing around.
The signal, it looked like went against Cambridge. The extra point is good.
Well, I guess they're going to assess it.
So 31-14 is the score.
So it was against Cambridge.
And it looks like it will be assessed on the kickoff. Which means Emerson Clems will get to kick the ball off from far further upfield.
What is going on?
Emerson's like, what, I get to kick from here?
Yeah, I'm going to kick it through the uprights.
He's like, can I get 3 points if I kick it through the uprights, sir?
How, I don't know what the penalty was, but that's pretty far.
It's like a double personal foul.
Yeah.
Moved it forward about 30 yards. So Clems will kick off from the Cambridge 45-yard line. And that ball is fielded in the end zone for the touchback. 9:23 remaining in the game. The Highlanders leading now 31-14. Cambridge will get the ball at their own 20.
Yeah, and they have to score here, Todd, this possession. They're going to run out of time soon. And Somerville offense doesn't show any signs of slowing down either, so. Thank you.
So the Highlander defense looking to stop the Cambridge offense. And no doubt about it, Ian, the Cambridge in a position where they have got to score.
Yeah. I mean, they like these short, quick passes, but I wouldn't go away from it. It's successful. But they scored on one long pass, and they got a big penalty on another one, so.
Harding hands it off this time.
Yeah.
Rodriguez on the Gary.
That Ruiz, 25?
Yeah.
He hasn't had a carry in a long time.
Yeah, Ruiz got the carry. Marcus Thomas involved on the tackle, as well as Henry Augustin.
That was the last call for the 50-50 number. We have a new number. Hopefully everybody has held on to them.
Second down now and 7 for Cambridge. Harding back to pass. Looking to Lacuna.
Harding pass.
Incomplete.
I think we have a
New number is
man downfield for Cambridge, 55.
9-7. 2-2-2.
You're exactly right, Ian. The refs have nowhere to be.
Well, I'm assuming they're enjoying themselves refereeing this game, which is a good thing.
That is good.
Better to have refs that want to be here than not want to be here.
Good call on the illegal man downfield as well. That is the exact call. So that will back up the Falcons.
Yeah, tough. Falcons can't take any negative yardage here if they want to win this game.
Second down and 12 now for the Falcons. Harding back to pass, looking to his left, stepping away from pressure, and he will throw that one away. as he was under pressure.
Harding pass incomplete.
Harding definitely showing a deft touch on those short passes, good accuracy as well, and a nice job moving around in the pocket whenever he gets pressure on him.
Yeah, he really didn't have, in his eyes, anyone to go with that football. Despite what the Cambridge fans are screaming next to me.
3rd down and 12 now for the Falcons as Harding back to pass again. Tried to set up a screen, but it wasn't there for him, so he's going to go downfield with it. And that ball is complete. Flag is down on the play.
Flags on the play.
We got man downfield again, Todd. You got offensive lineman by the ball.
So we got 2 flags down on the play. Number 13 came away with a catch.
Yeah.
That would be Gerald Bennett. As it went through one of his teammates' hands, I believe that might be Nickens' hands who it went through.
Yeah, and then...
And we have Laundry on the field again.
Well, one guy picked his flag up, so maybe he called the same.
And they're backing up.
You're not supposed to touch the ref's flag, but...
Illegal man downfield is the call.
I don't know, unless they're calling for screens, I don't know why that's continuously happening.
Penalty assessed against Cambridge. Will remain 3rd down.
And Kyle Hairston, 54, checking into the game for Somerville. First time I've seen him out there tonight. That linebacker.
So now 3rd down and 18 for Cambridge.
You got Elijah Jeffries out there at safety again.
Yep. Harding in the shotgun. Gets the snap. He is pressured. He's rolling into his own end zone, rolling out to the far side, directing traffic. That pass is incomplete.
Yeah, the receivers, they see your quarterback rolling out like that. You got to come back to the ball. He's not going to be able to hit you 40 yards running for his life. So you got to go back to the ball in that situation. Cambridge looks like they're going
Picks up a 4th down.
They're going to punt.
Yeah, they're sending the punting unit out. So they'll go for it on 4th from their own 28, but not from their own 11. That's just a bridge too far.
Which was the first quarter, and this is the 4th quarter.
That's a valid point, too.
Strange situation, but hey, they have confidence in their defense to make a stop. That's what you need. We got a late player running on the field for Cambridge. And looks like we will have a punt.
Yeah. Good snap. And it's a low line drive punt, taking a Cambridge bounce to midfield, just across the midfield stripe, down to the Somerville 47-yard line, where it will be downed by number 32, Marazzo Henry. 8:17 remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 31-14 here in the battle for the picket fence.
Yeah, Cambridge, obviously has to force a turnover in this situation because the clock is not their friend at this point.
No, I think
down 17 points.
I think we may get a healthy dose of Fred Caston and Henry Augustin, and we may even get some Antone Smith thrown in.
We'll see. You got Augustin on the field, so you called that right. Although the Highlanders usually just run their offense.
That's true.
In any situation.
That's actually very true.
We'll see. We got last instructions from the sidelines. We're ready to go.
Jeffrey's ready to go now. And he's back to pass immediately, looking downfield for Gio Pierre. Gio's got a step. Ooh. He's got the ball, and he's got the Highlander touchdown.
Wow. Waiting for Gio to break away from the Cambridge defenders, and it's finally happened here in the 4th quarter. Great throw and catch. Elijah makes that look so easy.
So Gio Pierre gets his 2nd touchdown of the game. That one for 53 yards. Makes the score 37-14, pending the extra point. This time Clem's not on for the extra point.
Nice.
Change up on that one. Larson Pierre on.
Freshman.
Young freshman kicker Larson Pierre. Boy, he put a boot to that one.
Yes, he did. Wow.
And the extra point is good.
I believe I heard that that's Gio's little brother. I can't confirm those rumors, but I think he is Gio's brother.
Well, he's got a heck of a leg.
Pierre's putting on a show tonight.
No doubt about that.
Yeah, that was a professional-looking kick there.
So that makes the score 38-14.
Yeah, the strength of Somerville just wearing away Cambridge over the course of this game.
Yeah.
I mean, they got off to the 14-0 start, and Cambridge hung with them for a little while, but I think the power of Somerville's offense just showing up tonight.
No doubt about that. Perfect pass by Elijah to Gio. Nickens, who has had a great night covering Gio, has really done a good job against Gio throughout the evening, but just couldn't quite keep up with him on that one.
Yeah, it's tough on every possession to be covering him. But Gio at some point is going to break away for one.
Yep. So 8:06 remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 38-14. As they are zeroing in on their third straight victory.
And we got Pierre going to kick it off too.
Yeah. And young Mr. Pierre with the kickoff. This one's going to be fielded at the 18-yard line. That's Ruiz with the ball, and he is brought down. Nice job in the open field there as Henry Augustin got him down.
Yeah, great kick coverage all night for the Highlanders, really.
8 minutes remaining in the game. Highlanders leading 38-14. Looking to keep the picket fence for the third straight year.
Yeah, going to be desperation time here for Cambridge. That's why I'm surprised they punted on that. Even I know they were at inside their 20, but they tried it in the first quarter, so I'm surprised they didn't go for it again here.
Huddle along the sidelines over. The offense coming out onto the field for the Falcons. Harding in the shotgun formation, nobody in the backfield with him. 5 receivers out in the pattern. Looks to his left. He's pressured by Augustin. There's holding right there. That's why he wasn't sacked. And that ball is incomplete.
Yeah, pretty blatant holding right in front of the referee in the backfield.
Yeah, Henry Augustin had gotten in, had a line on Harding, but Harding ran away from him, and it was aided by the hold.
Yeah, as we had mentioned, Harding is very elusive in the pocket. But that time had a little help with the hold.
So they back it up 10 yards. It'll be first down and 20 for the Falcons.
Against Cambridge.
Once again, empty backfield. Harding back to pass, running away from the pressure. And he will take it himself, spinning down just across the 16 to the 17-yard line.
And Marcus Thomas, another tackle. He's had a great career here at Somerville High School.
Along with Augustine.
Can't count the number of times that I've called his name, specifically this year, with great just tackles in the backfield throughout the season.
Yeah, real leader of this defense. Oh, we got movement on both sides.
Yep, everybody was moving on that one. We'll see who gets the call. It's going to go against Somerville for the offsides. So now it's second down and 11 for the Falcons.
Against Somerville. Second down.
Whistles again.
Oh my goodness.
And this time we're going to back it up 5 yards.
Flag on the play.
As there was movement by the Falcons. So we're back to second down and 18. Harding back to pass, fakes to the far side, comes back to the near side, and Nellis has it. He gets through 2 tackle attempts, but he's brought down after that as Gio Pierre brings him down.
Yeah, great tackle by Gio.
Number 2, Pierre.
Brought him down at the 32-yard line, short of the first down by about 2 yards, so it's 3rd down and 2 after all of that. Harding fakes the handoff, throws it out complete along the sideline.
Harding pass complete to Lacona.
Good enough for a first down.
Sorry, Todd. Lacona's had a great game.
2 touchdowns for Lacona.
Yeah.
And very effective on those short routes as well.
7-yard line.
.606 remaining in the game. Highlanders leading by 24. Harding rolling to the near side. Pass is incomplete through Lacona's hands.
Yeah, it's a tough ball to catch.
Bring up 2nd and 10.
Had a lot of mustard on that one.
Yeah.
Second and 10 now for the Falcons. Harding under pressure, looking downfield. He's got Lacona. Gio Pierre almost was able to get to it, and we have a flag down on the play.
There's a flag on the play.
As they are going to call, I bet, Carlos Fernandez for pass interference. And that is exactly the call.
No comment, Todd.
Not catchable, Ian.
No comment.
If Gio Pierre can't catch it, then it's uncatchable. That's all I'm saying.
That's a great point.
It'll be a first down for Cambridge.
So 15 yards and an automatic first down for the Falcons. That's going to keep this drive alive across midfield at the Somerville 48-yard line just in front of us. 5:50 remaining in the game.
Hopefully that referee stuck that flag way down deep in his pocket, because I don't want to see it again tonight.
I've seen plenty of laundry today. Harding rolling to his right. Pass downfield, incomplete.
Harding pass intended for Aeneas, incomplete.
Intended for Andrew Aeneas.
He had a few grabs early on. I don't really remember him catching much here in the second half.
Second and 10 now for the Falcons. Harding fakes the handoff over to Lacona. Pass is no good. Incomplete, too high.
Yeah, Harding getting frustrated right now.
Yep.
3rd and 10.
You hate to see, I mean, somebody's got to lose this game. You hate that some group of seniors have to lose their last high school game, but that's how sports are played. But I think Harding's getting a little frustrated here with the score.
3rd down and 10 now.
Sorry, Todd, he's been under a lot of pressure tonight.
Swing pass this time by Harding. Caught by Aeneas. He's brought down after a gain of 4.
Aeneas complete.
Yeah, initially bobbled that. I thought he had dropped it. But
Augustine, number 3, in on the tackle.
we got 4th.
Line with number 1.
4th down and 6 for the Falcons. Clock is rolling. 5:10 remaining in the game. Falcons will go for it here on 4th down. Trailing by 24.
45-yard line.
Three receivers to the near side, one to the far side is Lacona. Now a second receiver splits out there, empty backfield for Harding. And we have a stoppage of play. Timeout, 30-second timeout called by Cambridge.
Cambridge takes a timeout.
No comment, Todd.
Coach Howard had no plans tonight either.
No. Unfortunately, with the score, some fans have left early here. But they toughed it out because it was a chilly night out here tonight.
The wind has subsided, actually,
Yeah.
at least over here on the bleachers, although the flag continues to blow, or look like the wind is blowing strong. As right as I say that, of course, Ian,
Right.
we get a nice blast of wind.
Good call, Todd.
Thanks. Thought I'd just jinx that. I could bring up the rain from earlier, but I
No, thank you.
really don't want to do that
No.
now. So big fourth down here for Cambridge as they try to stay alive. Harding back to pass, looks to his left, goes over the middle. Pass is incomplete as it is in and out of the hands of Lacona.
Yeah.
And that's going to do it for that possession. Turnover on down. Somerville will get the ball.
Yeah. Tough break there for Cambridge.
4:37 left in the game. Somerville gets the ball at their own 44-yard line, leading by 24. You know, a point to make here, Ian. Looking for their third straight victory, Somerville is in this rivalry, and with junior varsity players, there are a lot of guys on both teams. Somerville who haven't lost ever, and Cambridge who haven't won ever.
54.
Very late onto the
Literally
field.
ran in front of the referee from offsides position, but I like that guy. No need for that penalty.
No need.
That was extremely blatant, though.
Keep the laundry in the pocket.
And also, we got a new quarterback out there, Todd.
Yes, we do.
22, Louis Montina.
Yep. Montina. Kind of a full house set look, and Cambridge was confused by that as well, so they called the timeout. 4:11 remaining in the game.
Takes the timeout.
Somerville taking the opportunity to make a change at the quarterback position. Number 22 in at quarterback.
Yeah, really great.
Montina.
For these young kids to get an experience out here. Thanksgiving Eve, big crowd, big rivalry. Good to get their feet wet.
Well, we've already seen Larson Pierre, the young freshman, as he kicked an extra point as well as kicking off. So the handoff is kept actually by Montina, and he's brought down at midfield.
Number 22, Montina. The carry.
Third down and 5 now for the Highlanders.
Well, if we saw the last of Elijah Jeffries in a Somerville uniform tonight, I'd say he's had a
on the tackle.
great career.
Bring up third and about
No doubt about that, leading the Highlanders to some winning seasons from the quarterback position, something they hadn't had consistently for quite a while.
Right. And then earning himself a Division I scholarship to UConn to play football.
No doubt about that.
I mean, and also Gio going to Central Connecticut State. Great
Gio's
talent
still
this
out on the
year.
field right
Yep.
now. Number 2, near side receiver.
Really great kid too, Gio Pierre. Not just a good football player, a decent citizen.
So Montina will pass this one downfield, and that is incomplete. And we have a flag on the play. I feel like a broken record.
I feel like this back referee, like how state troopers have to give a certain amount of tickets out every quarter, I feel like he has to give out a certain amount of pass interference calls.
Well, we're all here to watch him.
I mean, you got a JV quarterback in the game.
And it
Threw a
is
pass, they dropped it. Let's move on with the game.
first down now for the Highlanders on the pass interference. JV quarterback and a sophomore receiver.
Still got Fred deep here. I think they're a little worried about the center quarterback exchange.
I think they might be, yes. As Montina calls out the signals. The give this time is to Henry Augustin. And Henry falls forward after a gain of about 4. Second down and 6 for the Highlanders, just under 3 minutes remaining in the game.
Well, anyway, what a great season they've had this year, Todd, despite the playoff loss. I mean, one of the most successful teams in recent history for Somerville High football. Great job by Coach Fenton and his staff this year.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. Looking to have a 7-4 record, finishing the season off at 7-4. Tremendous record for the Highlanders. Montina hands that one off. There's room to roam there, as he is brought down just short at the 4-yard line, it appears. That's Wadey Santana with the run.
Yeah, a lot of space. Good downfield blocking by the Highlanders. Cambridge also has some of their backups in the game here too, which again is great. Let every kid hopefully see the field tonight.
Absolutely. A 7-4 record for the Highlanders this year. A great, tremendous season, and the seniors who helped make that happen.
Yep.
Talk about them. We've talked about them throughout the season, Ian. But, you know, Marcus Thomas on the defensive side, Gio Pierre obviously on the offensive side, Henry Augustin on both sides of the ball doing so much. Pedro Montero, tremendous throughout the season. Lucas St. Jean as well.
Yep.
As the Highlanders this time will get the touchdown, it appears, and there it is. As Santana gets the touchdown.
Good for him.
Go back to the senior roll call there. Emerson Clems, the kicker. We talked about him throughout the season as well as throughout the night. Anton Smith as well. Elijah Jeffries at quarterback. Tremendous year for him. Kyle Harrison on the offensive line. Zachary Shea as well. Armani Villa, Mateus Brigado, not here, not playing this evening, unfortunately. Quincy Garcia, Robert Levy, who was able to come back out. He's a junior, though. My bad on that one. And Quincy Bocage as well, your seniors.
Another great kick by Pierre.
Larson Pierre with a heck of a kick.
He's trying to steal some of Emerson's thunder here tonight. He's trying to make that the end of the season highlight tape, I think.
So the Highlander lead is 43-14 after that touchdown by Wadey Santana.
And as you mentioned those scenes, it just reminded me, these kids were really dedicated year-round to having a successful team. Anytime I went to the high school, as you know, I coached JV basketball, tons of kids in the weight room working out during the summer, weekends. It takes year-round dedication, and these seniors really led the way to have the successful season, and Coach Fenton and his staff.
Coach Fenton definitely building a successful program for Somerville.
Yep. Won Coach of the Week earlier this year from the award from the New England Patriots, I believe. Won their Coach of the Week.
As they storm their way to the picket fence once again, 43-14 is the lead for the Highlanders. 1:24 remaining in the game.
Yep. What an awesome conclusion to the season, though, to win on Thanksgiving Eve here in Cambridge against your longtime rivals.
As Pierre's kick is not fielded cleanly. The ball is bouncing around, and it looks like the Highlanders may have it, and they do.
Gio Pierre, what a surprise.
The ball just finds him.
Well, it's really not fair having Cambridge's JV kickoff team against Gio. He's almost like Bugs Bunny out there. Do it all.
Minute 17 left in the game. Minute 17 left in the season as well.
I'm sure Gio was adamant about being on the kickoff team. He does not want to leave this field.
Gio, one of the Highlanders who does remember what it's like to lose to Cambridge. I remember distinctly the last time the Falcons were able to beat the Highlanders.
Yeah.
It was after a flurry at the end of the game, led by Gio Pierre, as he scored a touchdown and almost got a second touchdown to get the lead for the Highlanders at the end of that game when he was a freshman. Just not quite enough that year as the Falcons were able to come away with a victory. But that was a long time ago, and the Highlanders taking the knee now. Maybe 2 more snaps left in this season.
Yeah.
Just over a minute remaining on the game clock.
I think Elijah's going to come out here as a little tribute to him and take his final last few knees. One of the great quarterbacks in Somerville history.
And here comes Elijah Jeffries back out onto the field. Final game here for the Highlanders before he begins his career as a Husky next year.
Be interesting to see what position he ends up with at UConn. I don't necessarily think they see him as a quarterback, more of as an athlete. So, be interesting to see where he ends up. But congratulations to him.
Absolutely, no doubt about that. As the Highlanders will come away.
At that fence, Todd.
3rd straight year for the Highlanders getting that picket fence. As they count it down from 10. Somerville will better their record to 7 wins and 4 losses in 2017. A great year for Coach Fenton and the Highlanders, capping it off with a 43-14 victory here at Russell Field against their rival, the Cambridge Falcons. A great season, Ian. Tremendous job by these players. Look forward to some of the younger players that we saw playing tonight as well and throughout the season.
Definitely.
But these seniors, just a great group of guys and a great job for this program.
Yeah, tremendous season. Fell a little short in the playoffs there, but I mean, one of the most successful seasons, and like I said, in recent memory here at Somerville High School. Awesome games to watch.
So that will do it for us here at Russell Field, as the Highlanders come away with the 43-14 victory, making their record on the year 7-4. And that's going to do it for us here from Russell Field. I'm Todd Harmon. I also want to thank Braden Moriarty for sitting in on color commentary earlier this season. Ian Comack as well. Tremendous job from you, Ian. Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me, Todd.
Joe Constantine, our producer, as well as Jeff Argenziano, our man on the field. A great season. Thank you very much, everybody. And for the last time in 2017, you have been watching Somerville Highlander football on Somerville Educational Channel 15.